What up, Greater Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Tyler, and the CIF Championship video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event.
Everything past is prelude to this. It's the ship! Downey and Crescenta Valley in the Southeast Division.
Here at Glendale High School, undefeated Crescenta Valley taking on the Downey Vikings. Two great teams, two very different offenses.
Very different programs, too. Jack Williams back in the ship after being there in 2012 when they won it. Trevor Hill back in the backfield, back from injury.
But you got to lean on those playmakers, Justin Huff and Day Vigilant. They make this offense go.
Yeah, they're going to need to be on their game because they're taking on a pretty good offense, and Brian Gadsby and his top target, Connor Van Ginkel, trying to finish that perfect season. Like you said, Tyler, somewhere St. Francis fans are crying quietly in a corner. But this Falcons team has really earned this spot, and man, capacity crowd on hand at Glendale was nice.
Oh, it was live. Everyone was already there, and it was packed to the rafters on both sides.
Offensive miscues in the early going, making sure this game starts as a defensive struggle. 3 fumbles in the first 10 plays alone.
2 of them were by Downey. Luckily, they recovered them, but it obviously killed their drives. Viking speed, just too much for the Falcons' O-line. Gadsby goes down. Rapati and Collins meeting at the quarterback.
But Gadsby stays standing tall, and he finds Van Ginkel here on third down for a 29-yard gain. And it was this play here that kind of seemed to give Crescenta Valley the confidence, not just on the sidelines, but in the stands as well. The next play on first down, student body right, it's a 9-yard touchdown run from Jonathan June.
Yeah, June into the end zone as he slides his way, and Crescenta Valley to a good start, 7-0 here with the home advantage.
Still slow going offensively for the Vikings, did not complete a pass in the first half. Gadsby's like, hey, over here, just stop this one guy. He's killing me. Chris Blandon says the nay no, Madami.
Yeah, you ain't blocking me, but mistakes will kill you. And instead of the ball, the defensive backs get the punter, and so it's going to stay with Crescenta Valley after they get the stop on fourth down. Go gadget play. Gadsby with the throwback to Davo Jacobian. Oh, Davo.
Wheels within wheels on that one, Davo. 24 yards. That play, a true spark for the Falcons on fourth down. Gadsby finds Van Ginkel. Again, Gadsby looking for his Nick Carraway. For the love of elevation. Van Ginkel, though, called out. Let's take another look.
Let's go back to my replay here. The yellow line is in. So, yeah. But spoiler alert, not the only blown call in that end zone tonight.
Another fourth down. Again, the Falcons go for it. Hill with the fumble and walk this way. Walker with the recovery for the touchdown. CV started this game 4 for 4 on fourth down, and they got a 14-0 lead.
But Downey gets right with the running game. I mean, same old song and dance. Justin Huff, that is how you hit a hole. And Day as well, just plowing it through that defense.
First and goal from the 10. Falcons in a stunt here on the defensive line. Downey with the perfect play call. Like a whirling dervish, Vigilant in there to cap the 9-play, 8 runs, 70-yard touchdown drive, about 2/3 of their first half offense coming in that drive, and somehow after all the mistakes, it's still just a 1-score game. But first, let me take a selfie.
I don't really know what to say about these Vikings mascots. Which one's Rob Lowe and which one's super creepy Rob Lowe? Either way, they've got a little something going on trying to bring the magic to that sideline. Oh my.
Downey gets the ball to start the second half. This is just not the way you would want to start. It's Brandon Burnt out there making the interception on the long pass. Gadsby, you know where he's going on third down. It's Van Ginkel across the middle. Here come the Falcons yet again, 4th and 3. It's Gadsby to Walker for 11 yards. A few plays later, it's going to be 4th down again. Now, this time, the Falcons decide that they're going to kick the field goal, 28-yarder, up and good, relatively easy. But there's a flag on the play. Illegal motion. Move the ball back 5 yards, and now they're like, 33-yarder? No, we ain't got that.
That's too much. For some reason, they decide to go for it and don't get it. Van Ginkel, obviously the target, so they lose 3 points on that 5-yard penalty. New life. Huff feels it, tries to go hurdle, can't do it. He'd get a second chance.
3rd and 7 at midfield. Hill up top, and
Stacy Chukwumeze. I got some Falcon on my shoulder. Could you brush it off for me? So swag on that catch. First completed pass. Then on 3rd and goal from the 4. Oh, hurdle me into the end zone, Justin Huff. Are you for real?
I mean, it looks like he's probably done that a few times before. Look at the replay. That is legit up and over and into the end zone, and all of this really felt like the moment. The moment that the Vikings grabbed this game and turned it around and made it their own.
Are you Huff enough? The extra point gets through the pom-poms, and as we go to the scoreboard, JJ, it lets you know we are tied headed towards the 4th. Yeah, baby.
Then Chuck Wemeze goes all Tim Howard on this long pass up and over the crossbar. This is a great save. Forces 3rd and long. But does this look familiar? Yeah, it's a TBT. Throwback. Twice. That one's going to go for June. 13 yards, a first down, first play of the 4th quarter. Gadsby with a touch pass, 22-yard touchdown, just killing that cover two of Downey's.
Jordan Lobianco with the TD. It's up 7 for the Falcons. Great way to start the 4th. 3rd and long on the ensuing drive. Need a big play, and who you gonna go get? Chuck Wemeze. Oh my, Chuck Wamoss me. Hey kid, you can't cover me. I told you before.
But big plays from the Falcon defense, namely Matt Erickson right there on 3rd down, gonna make play of the game. 4th and 7 on the 21-yard line, a little bit more than 8 minutes left. Hill back to pass. He's going to roll out and buy time. Erickson loses his lid. Hill still looking into the end zone. Off-balance pass. Is that an interception? Is that a touchdown? It's neither?
Nah? What do you mean, nah? The ref there to make the call. That's all he's there for. He just happens to make the clearly wrong one. As you see, no rule about the helmet coming off necessarily, but you can see he rips his helmet off on his own, throws it into Hill's path. Hill, unfazed, throws it. It kind of looks like it might have been a pick at first, but Chuck Wemeze rips the ball away. It's in his right hand,
but it's also up against his body the entire time. At no point does his right hand touch the turf. That ball is secured through. That would be a good catch on Sunday with the challenge.
Yes, it was clearly a catch the whole time. This is the worst blown call we've seen in a championship game, and it really flipped the momentum. The game would have been tied there in the 4th quarter. Instead, Falcons going to go fumble Ruski off the gift. BK Kim says, I'm a lineman that can motor. It's going to set up a game-sealing field goal, but it's wide right, so the Vikings have life with about 3 minutes left. Can they pick themselves back up off the deck here and have one last go at it?
They just could not get around the outside for a big play and use their team speed. And then on 4th and 2, Erickson again for the Falcons, getting the stop they needed to hold on to the ball, run the clock out. Crescenta Valley finishes the perfect season, 21-14. Now, we got to say that they are very, very deserving of this championship. This Falcons squad is very well coached. They've got some playmakers on there that would beat anybody from many divisions here in the southern section. But when you look at the other side of that field and you see the faces of the Vikings, you know, not like this, man. Not like this.
You're right, JJ. I mean, Crescenta Valley, deserving champions, a great team. They played a great football game, and this was a great football game to watch, but you just can't let that play get out of your mind, that blown call. It really, like you said, not like this. Tough way for Downey to end their seasons. Congratulations to CV, but man, it's tough when it happens like that. We want to thank our sponsors, Naples Rib Company and Papalucci's, for putting the Eat in 2nd Street and helping us bring you these crazy good videos.
In my mind, we will still be playing a 21-21 game at Glendale High School between the Downey Vikings and the CV Falcons. Instead, it goes the other way. But either way it goes, you know you're going to have all of your local sports coverage right here at the Press Telegram.